I was out on an overnight delivery, driving through mostly empty roads. At that hour, the only people around were other delivery drivers. The night was going smoothly, nothing out of the ordinary for the first few hours. Around 2 a.m., I pulled into a truck stop to fill up and take a quick bathroom break, since the next stretch would take me through a dense forest, with hardly any place to stop. About an hour after leaving, I saw something strange up ahead. I only had a few seconds to take a good look as I passed, but there was someone standing on the side of the road. Just to be clear, there was nothing out here, only dense, unpopulated forest, with no other roads or signs of civilization. So seeing someone standing out there, without a car or anything nearby, was strange. In those few seconds, they didn't wave, call for help, or try to get my attention at all. The image lingered in my mind as I kept driving. About a mile later, I saw another person standing by the road. This time, it was a woman in ripped jeans and a white sweatshirt. As I passed, we made eye contact. She just stared at me, expressionless. The sight was disturbing enough to make me shiver. As I drove past, I glanced in the mirror and saw her head slowly turn to follow my truck until the darkness swallowed her up. I tried to shake it off and refocus, but when I looked back at the road, my heart nearly stopped. I slammed on the brakes, feeling the full weight of the semi shift forward as I skidded to a stop right in the middle of the road. There was a body lying across the asphalt, stretched out flat. I couldn't tell if he was alive or dead. He wasn't moving, but there were no signs of an accident either. Nothing else on the road, no skid marks, nothing that made it look like he'd been hit by a car. It was like he was just placed there, perfectly still. I felt like I should check if he was okay, but I also had a terrible feeling about whatever was happening. I mean, seeing 3 people out here in just a mile stretch was way too much of a coincidence. I glanced around at the dense forest on either side of me, and that uneasy feeling only grew. After sitting there for a full minute, I finally put the truck back in drive and carefully maneuvered around the body. My heart was fully on throttle as I got past him and back onto the road. Once I was moving again, I checked my mirrors once again and froze. The body wasn't on the ground anymore. He was standing, watching me drive away. My pulse was jumping badly, and for the rest of the drive, I kept my eyes peeled, totally on edge. I didn't see anyone else on the road, and started to feel that it was some kind of setup. They probably wanted me to stop and check on them, but clearly they weren't injured or dead. What they would have done if I'd stopped, I don't even want to think about it. Seeing those people earlier made me realize there was no telling how many others might have been out there, maybe even hiding in the forest right next to me, waiting for me to step out of the truck. Just thinking back to that night still gives me chills. See you in the next video, guys. Stay tuned, and bye-bye.